There are moments when silence feels louder than hope, when prayers feel unanswered, and you wonder if God still sees you, if He remembers your name, your tears, your quiet faithfulness. You show up, you try, but deep down, you feel invisible, forgotten, like everyone else is moving forward while you're standing still. But the truth is, God never forgets His children, not even for a second. He doesn't overlook the unseen. He treasures it. And while others may forget, your Father never does. The Bible is filled with forgotten people. Joseph in a prison cell, Hagar alone in the desert, David tending sheep while others were chosen. And yet, God never lost track of them. He saw them, heard them, called them by name. You might feel buried, but maybe you're planted, hidden, not ignored, growing in silence, strengthening in the dark. God is not slow, He's intentional, and while you wait, He's working, not just on the outcome, but on you, preparing you for what He hasn't forgotten to fulfill. Sometimes, being forgotten by people makes room to be found by God. When the applause fades, when no one checks in, when your worth feels invisible, God draws near. He doesn't value you for what you do, but for who you are. You are His, chosen, known, loved beyond understanding. And in the silence, He's speaking identity over you. He's whispering, I see you. I've never stopped. You're not a background character in His story. You are the reason He came running. Even when no one else notices, God remembers every detail of your life. If you feel God's whisper today, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to hear more. He remembers the prayers you whispered through tears, the nights you stayed faithful when it would have been easier to give up, the love you gave without being thanked. None of it is lost on Him. God sees the seeds you've planted, the ones that haven't bloomed yet, and He's not late. He's right on time. Sometimes He hides you to protect you, to shape your heart before He shows the harvest. Because promotion without preparation can crush a soul. So if you feel overlooked, you're not being rejected. You're being refined, loved too deeply to be rushed, held too tightly to be forgotten. When Jesus hung on the cross, He cried out, "My God, why have you forsaken me?" Even He felt the weight of silence, the ache of feeling abandoned. But that silence didn't mean God was gone. It meant something greater was unfolding. Resurrection was coming, and maybe the same is true for you. What feels like distance might be the doorway to something deeper. What feels like the end might be the beginning of healing. God doesn't forget what He starts. He finishes it, He fulfills it, and He never forgets His promises to you. Even in silence, His love is speaking. God's memory is perfect. He remembers every moment you turn to Him, even when no one else noticed. He collects your tears. They're not wasted. They're seen, cherished, stored in heaven like precious oil. He remembers your name, your dreams, your pain, and He holds them with care. This season of waiting, of wondering if He sees you, isn't a punishment. It's a preparation. He's not finished. He's forming something eternal, something you'll look back on and say, that's where I found out who I really was and whose I was. You are not forgotten. You are being focused. God is narrowing your path to lead you into purpose, not to isolate you. The silence is not rejection. It's God drawing you into a deeper trust, where you don't need to see results to believe He's moving, where your faith matures from surface-level comfort to unshakable confidence. God hasn't turned away. He's drawing closer. And in this stillness, you will hear Him in ways you never did before, not through noise, but through nearness. You are not waiting to be seen. You are already seen by the one who matters most. So lift your head, not because everything's fixed, but because you are remembered. God hasn't skipped over you. He's writing a story with your life that's bigger than this moment. You may feel forgotten, but heaven knows your name. And in the right time, what's hidden will be revealed. What's silent will sing. What's weary will be renewed. You are not behind. You are exactly where God is shaping you. And He never forgets what belongs to Him. When was the last time you felt seen by God, even in a small, quiet way? Share it in the comments. Your moment might be someone else's reminder.